So you guys, in my tutorial video for Emmet, I talked about my vlog video in which I discussed all the action figures that I have here in my background. So definitely check that out if you haven't seen. But there is also one other place you guys can check out in which I catalog my action figures and my Lego minifigures. So check that out as well. It is from an app called Snup. So make sure to check that out in the description of this video. What is going on, Draw2 crew? Ramny here with a brand new drawing tutorial for you guys, and today we are continuing our Lego Movie 2 coverage with a tutorial on Wyldstyle, aka Lucy. Before we begin, on this channel I do a lot of step-by-step drawing tutorials of your favorite fictional characters, so if you guys like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, make sure to hit that notification bell as well, and don't forget to like this video afterwards. So growing up, you guys, to be honest, I never really played with Legos. I guess it's just one of those things that my parents thought was way too expensive, so they never really bought any. And also I had younger siblings, so they also probably were too scared because, you know, they might swallow it or something. But as I got older and I was able to afford to buy stuff for myself, I definitely bought a whole bunch of Lego sets. And yeah, I mean, what's not to like about Lego? You are able to create whatever you want with just the Lego bricks and your imagination. So I'd love to hear your experience with Lego, you guys. What do you guys think of Lego? And let me know what kind of sets you guys own as well. All right, before you start this tutorial, be sure to read the description of this video. Down there, you'll find a list of my drawing tools, some tips to succeed in your drawing as you're following this tutorial, how to make tutorial suggestions if you have any, and best of all, a link to a free coloring page that is based on this tutorial. And having said all of that, you guys, grab your drawing tools. Let's get started drawing Wyldstyle, aka Lucy.
Coffee. The bitter liquid that provides the only semblance of pleasure left in these dark times.
Oh my goshness, did I interrupt you brooding just now?
All right, you guys, I've got my paper in portrait mode. We are ready to draw Wyldstyle from the Lego Movie 2. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circle, much like we did yesterday or last time with Emmet. We're going to draw a circle for the head. We're going to do that right over here. Okay, so about that size is appropriate. And then from that, I'm going to kind of draw two lines going down. And these two lines are going to sort of create the cylindrical shape of the head. And you guys might notice, you guys probably noticed that it is tilted a little bit. So if I were to draw a center line, you know, it's not straight up and down, but it's got a slight slant to it like this. Okay, not too much. So just a nice, just a very subtle slant is all you really need. Okay, so there you go. And then I'm just going to draw the curves at the bottom and then flat line like that. Okay, so this line must be 90 degrees to this line right here. Okay, so that's how we're going to do that. Okay, two lines going down, it's going to be for the neck, and then draw another line going across, and that's going to be for the shoulder. Okay, good. So with the shoulder, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a line here, and then it's going to come down slightly. So there's going to be a slight angle change, but a little, it's subtle. It's not too big. So right here, and then there's a bit of a angle change right here, and then this goes straight across. Okay, so there you go. Now I'm going to find a spot right here, so about this distance away from the side of the head, right there. And then same thing about here, about this distance away. I'm going to find a spot right there. You want to make sure that this and this is like the right amount of thickness or width from each other. Okay, so that is it. Once you have that, actually, what you want to do is you want to erase this line, because that is no longer the center line for the torso. And if you guys see this, it's now you have the two segments, one segment for the chest or for the front and one for the side. Okay, so let's this is the tricky part where you kind of have to make sure that when you're drawing these lines that you are doing them in a subtle way, because if you make it too wide, then it's just going to get really wide at the bottom, and you don't want to do that. Okay, always remember that these two lines have to be parallel. And these two, if you look at these two lines, they kind of have to, you want to make sure that they slope down at a very similar angle from each other. So you want to kind of make sure that they're kind of mirror image of each other. Okay, so keep doing that. Okay, once you have that, you've got the top of the head and just drawing a line, and then right around here is a good spot. So parallel, parallel. Okay, and then this line parallel with this line. Okay, and then you do want to make sure that when you draw the body here that it's proportional to the head, to the size of the head. So you don't want to make that torso too big. You don't want to make it too small either. So this is one of those times where you kind of have to just take a step back. It's slightly bigger than the head, so you just want to make it a little bit bigger and find something that just feels just right as you go. Okay, so there you have it. I'm going to draw these as curving in there. Okay, and now we're going to draw a rectangle. So here, here, and here. And this is going to be like the top part of the leg piece. Parallel. Oh, I do want to mention that you want to make sure that these are 90 degrees right here, and right here, and right here. And that these three are parallel with each other. Okay, so now there's a rectangle there, another rectangle over here. Okay, you want to make sure that this line is parallel to this line, and this line is parallel to this line. Curve it there because that's going to be the side of the leg. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of create a the leg piece, and it's going to go back at about this angle, and I'm kind of just roughing it out right now. So that goes straight and then it curves like this. In the meantime, this becomes like a ball, a circle, or an oval, I guess, like that. Okay, make this go across. Remember, parallel to this line here. And right around here, you want to create that same curve as here on this side. Okay, remember, we're trying to make it so that it doesn't stick out any further than this line here. And there you go, we've got this little cylinder part at the top of the legs here. Okay, there you go. And just draw this line parallel to this. There. And then here what you want to do is you want to find the center. So here's my center right here. And then I'm going to find the center here. So you just want to make sure that from here to here, you're finding kind of smack dab at the center here. Same thing over here, from here to here. Find the center, and it's going to be right around here. And just connect it. So there's the center of our figure. And I'm going to draw two lines on the left and the right side of that center. And that's going to be part of the leg. Okay, so if I erase this part, you guys can kind of get an idea of the leg and what we're looking for. Okay. Okay, over here, parallel line to here. And what you want to do, like we did before, is you want to make a square. So this right here is kind of like a square that's leaning backwards. And then right here, you kind of want to create a square right around here as well. Extend this further out. Like that. That goes across. Okay, extend this further out, down this way, like that now. Close it off. And there we have 1 foot. Okay, now this one, you want to do the same thing, similar, but you want to just do it going down. So here and here. I want to create a square as well. So there's our square. This side and this side are kind of similar in length. Okay, and then this goes further back in like that. Okay, so there's that line. You want to create a similar line on this side. Line going across here. Down, down. Okay, another parallel line like this, like that, and then parallel to this, going across this way. So this is, I would say this is the tough part of drawing a Lego figure, because it is just a whole bunch of simple shapes but you are drawing them at a different angles from each other, you know, different perspectives. Some of them are like pointing towards you, so you just want to make sure that you got all of that into consideration as you draw your shapes. You don't want it to look lopsided because, you know, you accidentally drew a line that is sort of misaligned. And there you go. So zooming out, there is our Lego minifigure right there of Lucy, aka Wyldstyle. So that's not bad. Now let's zoom in and let's kind of start drawing in the arms first. Okay, remember there's a hole over here. That's sort of where the arm comes out. And the arm goes straight back. Like this. And then it curves down. Okay, not too far from as it comes out of here, it starts to curve down like that right away. And you want to maintain that width. There you go, making it a little bit wider. And then about this much, you close it off, just like this. Let me zoom in slightly so you guys can see better. Okay, 2 wrists coming out, close it off like this. Or 2 wrist lines, I mean, not 2 wrists. She's only got 1 wrist there. Okay, start here. I'm going to make a curve that goes like this. And you want to do something similar over here, so kind of following the same curve. But you want to continue it on the other side like this. Okay, so you just fix that up slightly. There. You notice how it kind of looks like a cylinder, and that's kind of what it is. Now I'm going to draw a line going like this. Okay, I'm going to draw another. Actually, before I do that, what I want to do now is I want to curve this, and then right here, connect it to there. So it kind of looks like a mailbox. If you guys have one of these mailboxes, that's this shape right here. It's kind of what it looks like. And then I'm going to draw a smaller U shape. Okay, and then close that off. Make this horseshoe shape kind of thing here. There you go, just kind of adjusting it. And then bring that in. There you go, so there's one hand right there. Zooming out, let's go over here. Let's do something. Let's do a similar size. So from here, make sure they align. Here, make sure they align as well. So there you have the arm coming out, okay? But this one, instead, it goes upwards. So about that far out, curves up to about there. Okay, and then this one goes like that. So now I'm going to draw a circle or an oval right here. That's the sleeve, I guess you can say. And then I'm going to draw another oval inside with 2 lines coming out like that, and that's going to be the wrist. Let me just erase that. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to create this curve going this way, actually, from here to inside of the wrist right here. So you see this right here, that goes further. This goes like that, like that. Okay, so this goes, makes a U shape like this. Okay, and then right here, we draw a line like that. And then like this. Okay, so close that. I'm going to draw a U shape over here. Like this. And then continue it this way. Curve and then down. Okay, I like to draw these lines right here to sort of indicate that there's a curve happening in the plastic. There you go, and then just finish that up. And there's the other hand. It's we did it kind of quickly, and if you guys have a hard time with it, just feel free to pause it and take a look at these two hands and see, you know, if you need catching up. And like I did with the Emmet tutorial, I'm going to leave the reference photo for this this drawing down in the description, so make sure to check that out so that you guys can, you know, see for yourselves. Okay, so here we're pretty much done with the body. We're gonna draw in the details a little bit later on. Now she's wearing a black hoodie, and the way that shows is kind of just right above here, kind of right above the armpit part. About right here, we're gonna bring a V shape. Let me draw this line going like this first, and I'm going to draw V shape like this. This is fairly straight, whereas this one is kind of curved like this. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing, except this time it's going to be here and here. Okay, and I'm going to extend this a little bit further, and this is going to go up as well, like that. Okay, so I'm going to bring this up, and it sort of goes, it crosses the face. And then it makes its way back. So that's how thick it is, in that it actually covers this whole part right here. Okay, and then this right here goes into the neck. Second part goes into the neck as well. And this goes out, sort of curves this way, like that. And then up again. So it kind of creates this dip right here. If I erase everything, there is our hoodie part. I'm going to draw two indents right there. Another indent kind of going this way, and then into that valley part, that dip. And that's just to sort of show, using plastic, what fabric, the fabric folding. And I'm going to draw another one here, going across that. Okay, so there's our little plastic piece for the hood. And here's the neck. And that's good. Okay, now let's zoom in on the face, and let's work on the face. And what we're going to do is we're going to find the placement for the eyes before we kind of figure out where the hair is going to cross. So what I'm doing now is I'm erasing the excess. I'm going to grab me another pencil here. Yeah, I'm just erasing the excessive lines that we got. Okay, we pretty much got the bottom already done. And we're just going to mark off kind of where the mouth is going to be. And it's going to be right here. And then just mark off as well where the eyes are going to go. Here and here. You want to make sure those eyes are similar in size. You want to make sure that you're using a sharp tip pencil for this one and not a dull one, because we're going to be shading the eyes in. Okay, so here are the two eyes. I'm going to draw another circle here at the top, like that. Okay, so it looks like he's looking up right now, but don't worry. And then I'm going to draw a curve that's going to be for the eyelashes. Okay, one line like this, and another one going down and goes further out. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's as close as I can get. Okay, so this is going to be covered by hair, so I'm not too worried about this part. But again, this goes like that. And then here goes low, lower, and further out. Okay, and then now I'm going to shade the bottom part, skipping that inner circle. There you go. So now you've got, it doesn't look like she's looking up anymore. It looks like she's looking straight. Okay, and then it's kind of where the eyelash starts. Actually, eyebrow, I mean. So it starts with a line here, goes up, and then curves down. And it gets thinner and thinner as you go. And then over here, you don't really see much of it, so I'm just going to draw it like this. Okay, let's solidify the mouth. And it starts here, lower on this side, and then as you move to the right, it moves up. In the center of the mouth, I'm going to create a dip, and just like a mouth, looks like that. And then the lower lip is going to be like this. So there you go. Looks like a slanted mouth, pretty much. 4 freckles here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 freckles over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, very good. So now here's the hair. I'm going to draw this right here. Let me zoom out slightly. So here's where the hair goes. And then you want the hair to kind of go kind of this far up of above the eyebrow right there. And what you want to do is you want to create this nice flow from this corner, or from this part, covering the top left of the eye, and then making your way, actually I'm going to work from here as well, making your way out. So it looks like this. And it crosses that part of the eye there. Okay, so this right here is going to be higher up than here. Goes like this, kind of across, and then from here now, slight little line across, and then down to the side, and then straight down like this. There you go. So we've got our, we've got the face part figured out, so that's good. Just gonna draw kind of where the shadow begins on this curve. Okay, so now we're going to round this off. We're going to make this piece kind of going around to the other side like this. It almost looks like a helmet. And you just want to get a nice round curve. Again, kind of like a helmet. Take an eraser and just erase the inside there once you have a shape that you like. There you go. It doesn't quite look like her yet, because what we need to do is we need to create a part right here. So I'm going to draw a line like this and then back out. Okay, as you go out, you want to create this kind of an outline going down all the way to this side. There. Okay, right here. From here, I'm going to create this. It goes wide and it gets narrow as you go down. Okay, same thing over here. And there you go, it just goes into the side of the head. Okay, right around here, I'm going to make it go out, kind of curving out there. And that's for her ponytail. And this same thing over here as well. That sort of just goes up and curves. Meanwhile, just try to get your lines as sharp and clean as you can. Okay, so now Wyldstyle has like this blue streak and a pink streak across her hair. Start off over here and follow along this, like this line right here, all the way down here. So this is going to be the blue part. And then next to it is going to be a pink part. It's thin as you go until it comes to a point right here. Let's bring this up. It's wider here and then it gets thin again as you reach the top up here. Okay, and then now I'm just drawing this curve in the plastic. Stops right here, and then it reverses and starts making its way backwards, really thin, like that. Okay, and then one more up here. There. Okay, so you've got that here. Now let's draw the ponytail. I'm gonna draw a line from here going out, curving out like this. And imagine like a toothpaste, a wad of toothpaste. Sort of goes like this, right? Okay, so this curves out like this, and this curves in, and then comes curving out, and right here sort of makes this rounded point. Okay, start over here, draw a curve all the way to the tip. Do that twice. And make sure that it gets thinner as you go to the tip. Okay, we'll do that again right over here now. Goes this way and then down. And it goes to there. And then again, I do it twice. Just like that. There you go. So now I'm going to erase all these lines. And with that, we are done with the face. That's pretty good. But we still have the rest of the body to go. So now let's work on the torso. It's got a lot of neon blue and pink streaks, and I'm going to simplify it. Okay, so here's our hoodie. Let me just erase a whole bunch of these lines here that we don't need anymore. Okay, first thing, zipper. Little rectangle coming down with a circle or with a square inside. Okay. 2 lines going straight down the center here. Triangles zigzagging down to indicate zipper teeth. Okay, with Lego figures, they sort of create like this female shape with the waist going in. So kind of right here, this goes inward and then goes back out to this corner. Same thing over here, this goes in and then goes back out to that corner right there. So it sort of gives the illusion that she's a female, like she's got the female form and it's a little bit skinnier in the waist. Okay, and then the under chest shadow, I guess you could say, here and here. You want to make sure that they're properly aligned, right? You don't want it to look crooked. And I'm drawing them as like these crescent shapes, like that. There you go. And you know, with the pattern over here, I'm not exactly sure if there's like if it says anything. It's like graffiti. And right here sort of creates like this W shape. Okay, so I'm going to draw this W first. So it looks like that. Okay, and then 2 lines going this way. Okay, and then this goes across, up, and then sort of makes this number 4. Looks like a number 4 right here. This is the number 4. It makes its way down to there, and then goes to the belt line here. Let me erase this part, by the way. And then up. Across this way. And then loops down into the legs. So yeah, that was a little bit complicated, and I apologize. So this is like the blue part. Start off with a W, and then line going this way, and becomes a number 4 over here, and then makes this loop-de-loop right there. Okay, and that's just the blue part. The pink part is actually just, now this is where it gets kind of messy, but it sort of creates the shadow just behind it. So if I were to shade it, this is the pink part right here. Okay. And then over here. And then over here. And then right here, going down. I hope I'm not losing you guys. down here as well. So it's just creating like this three-dimensional shape. So imagine this initial blue streaks that we're drawing. Just create the shadow for it. Like that. Inside as well. And down here. Okay. And then there's also, like, this is going to be pink as well. It sort of creates this V shape going across and then this way. And then pink circle there. As you go down the leg, you'll notice that there's like, I'm going to start it off right here. So when you have the leg straight, it looks like this is seamless going straight down. But because it's curved, then you'll see this like area right here that it's not painted, like it doesn't carry over. I don't know if you guys know what I'm trying to say here, but with Lego figures, like this is the painted part, and right here there's no paint on it because of the way it's bent. So it just goes down like that, essentially. And then you got a whole bunch of the pink right here, goes down and then just goes around. Oh boy, it's a little bit messy and I apologize. So here's the blue part, and then the pink just goes behind it, makes this V shape. Okay, and then more pink coming down. Trust me, you guys, just look at the reference photo. This is one of those things that's kind of tough to do a tutorial on. Okay, right here, blue streaks like this, and then pink streaks behind it. There you go. All right, so that's pretty much it. We're done on this side. This is all we have to worry about, really. I'm going to erase these parts here, erase that. That's good. All right, and then all we have to do now is this sleeve right here, and then we're done. So with this sleeve, let's see. Okay, what's the easiest way to teach you guys how to do this? Okay, here's the blue parts. We're drawing the blue parts first. Goes like this, and then makes a number 4 going across like this. So you guys see that number 4 here? Blue circle here, and then blue line right here as well. When I ink it, it's going to be inked like that, okay? I think that's that. We're going to simplify it as that. Okay, and then the pink part now, it's going to be a shadow right here, so just behind that 4, but it creates this, like this triangle part here, streak right here, another streak right here. Okay, pink part right here, kind of just shadowing the blue, and then one more pink line going across like this, little circle there, and there you have it. Okay, there's a little blue kind of sticking out like this right there. And there we have it. I think we're good. If we zoom out, there is our Lucy Wyldstyle drawing. I will admit that was a little bit difficult for me to teach you guys how to draw. Hope that you guys were successful in your drawings. Again, feel free to pause it at this point to make sure to see if you guys got it similar to how I got it. Anyway, that's it, you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's it. I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. And that is all the time that we have for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way to the very end. I hope you guys are very proud of your drawings. If you are, I would love to see them, so please head on over to the Google Plus community and to Instagram and post your artwork there and tag me so that I can see it as well. If you guys are ever curious about the equipment that I use to make my videos or to do my tutorials, I have a link to those in the description below, so be sure to check that out. If you feel like being extra generous, I have links in the description on different ways that you can help support support this channel. Your contributions go a long way in ensuring that I can make content like this for free for you guys, so I appreciate your consideration. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you, number one, liked this video, commented down below, and most especially if you shared this with your friends in your social media. And of course, speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Google+, and of course on my website, draw2.com, where you can download a free coloring page of the tutorial that's here on this video. Again, you guys, all of the links to all of those are in the description, so be sure to read it. Finally, thank you once again for watching. I will see you guys next time, and don't forget, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. Take care.